Hello, I'm Nicholas Owen, here at Reigate Tunnel in the very heart of our historic town. The tunnel may be a familiar landmark to many local people, but how many of us know its history and why it was constructed 200 years ago? A fact that means it is now recognised as Britain's oldest road tunnel. Reigate lies 20 miles south of London and 30 miles from Brighton on the south coast. This particular route has always been a key link between our capital and the south of England. Reigate prospered because it was a stop on that journey, and we're talking here about the days of horse-drawn transport. The stagecoaches required teams of horses to haul them, and these horses were changed at set stages, hence the term stagecoach. Here in Reigate we boasted half a dozen staging hotels, complete with stables, horses, refreshments and overnight accommodation. The first London to Brighton service began in 1787. By 1821, there were over 40 daily services. It took 6 hours to travel from London to Brighton, a journey that can now take less than an hour on a good day. So what has this tunnel got to do with it? Time and money. We drive around the town without a second thought, but take yourself back 200 years and try to appreciate the effort it took to do the same route. In a wooden carriage, with heavy loads, poor brakes, pulled by a team of horses, and in all weathers. On the plus side, the traffic brought commerce and trade into the town, and everyone using the roads were charged for the privilege, with tolls set up at various points. On the negative side, there was the steep hill to the north of the town, and there was also the problem of getting around the town itself. The castle mound, right in the centre of town, meant having to come all the way around it with sharp turns and steep inclines. Coach operators were beginning to look at alternative routes, so Reigate needed to up its game. The answer? Well, you've guessed it. If you can't go round the mound in the middle of town and you can't go over the mound, then you have to go through it. And that's what they did. And who were they? Well, the land was owned by Earl Somers, and he could see the advantages to both the town and himself by providing a quicker and easier route right through the middle of his estate. He could help speed up the travel time from London to Brighton, make the route a lot easier, and charge for the privilege. When the tunnel opened in 1823, you were charged 6 old pence per coach, which is around £1.50 today. Earl Somers engaged the engineer and polymath William Constable to undertake this far from simple task. The new tunnel maintained Reigate as the best option for those travelling north to south and cut travel time enough to keep the town on the travel map. As horses gave way to trains and then the petrol engine, Reigate Tunnel maintained its role for cars, buses and pedestrians, all using this route to shortcut the town and get conveniently from A to B. It was finally closed to motor traffic in the early 1970s, but it has remained a busy pedestrian route and popular venue ever since. It's held events, the annual Christmas fair, donkey rides, music, beer festivals, and even had the odd troop of elephants through it. So that's why we're celebrating 200 years of Britain's oldest road tunnel, and long may it remain a much-loved focal point of our town and always be thought of as among the very significant national landmarks.